Thank you all for joining us today. Beautiful weather. We're very excited to be here and very excited to see all the folks who came out to support this great project. My name is James Langer. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Department of Planning, Community, and Economic Development. And this is a project that actually quite a few of those divisions were involved in, so we're extremely happy to be here today. I'm joined by Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway, District 16 Alder J.L. Curry, as well as Olivia Williams and others from the Madison Area Community Land Trust, as well as Kaba Ba and his team here. At the city, we really operate under the slogan of Our Madison, inclusive, innovative, and thriving, and I think this project really embodies that, and that's part of the reason why we're so excited to be here today. So we've got a ton of speakers lined up, and we will start with Mayor Rhodes Conway. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for being here on this gorgeous day to celebrate this really exciting project. I want to start by thanking Council President Figueroa Cole for being here, and of course Alder Curry, who you'll hear from in a minute, and everybody who has been involved in this project. I don't think I have seen this many people at a groundbreaking for a small project in a long time. And it reminds me that things like this take a village to be successful. And in fact, sometimes the larger projects are easier to get done, and these smaller projects can be more complicated or difficult. And so I'm really grateful to everybody who's been involved to make this happen. This development is a significant step towards expanding opportunities for affordable home ownership for people who, frankly, have otherwise been left out of access to home ownership. And we know that in this country, for better or for worse, owning a home is one of the clearest paths to generational wealth. And it is, for too many decades, it has been inequitable in how people can access home ownership in Madison and across the country. And so it's very, very important that we do what we can to create pathways to stability and to financial security for families through home ownership. This project it is taken a lot of partners. I think you'll hear more about that, but I'm really proud that the city has been a partner and that this project includes an investment from our Affordable Housing Fund. The project is also a great example of missing middle developments and infill development that we're trying to do in the city of Madison. Once upon a time, we might have just said, oh, that's a great lot for a single family home. And we would have just built another single family home and that would have been fine. But instead of doing that, we're actually going to have 2 duplexes, so opportunities for 4 families to have homes on this lot. And that's the kind of gentle density and missing middle development that Madison needs all across our community. And so I want to thank the Land Trust and Kaba Ba in particular for making this possible. I also want to say, just because we're standing right here in Owl Creek, a huge thank you to Habitat for Humanity, who has also taken on empty lots in the Owl Creek neighborhood and built buildings, built homes, and gotten families into home ownership opportunities. And it's partnerships like these that are really important for the city of Madison. I also want to take a moment to specifically thank the Madison Area Community Land Trust because thanks to their work and their model, the homes on this property will be guaranteed to be permanently affordable. Regardless of what happens with the market, what we've seen in other properties is that the market is starting to price first-time home buyers out and make it hard for folks to buy their first home. But the land trust model is a really brilliant way to ensure long-term affordability so people can have access to buy their first home, live in it, and then, possibly that's it, or possibly in the future they might move on to a second home or a different living situation. But the home itself will remain affordable for folks in perpetuity. As I said, this project would not have been possible without a lot of partnerships. And so again, I want to thank Kaba Ba, I want to thank the Madison Area Community Land Trust, and I want to thank all of the city agencies, certainly the folks in community development who administer the Affordable Housing Fund, but also the folks in economic development and planning, and everybody who makes it possible to get these projects underway. I also want to say a thank you to the ACRE program, the Associates in Commercial Real Estate, because this project is an excellent example of exactly what we're looking for out of the ACRE program, where we have somebody who might not have gone into real estate otherwise or into development, who's gotten the training, has gotten the support from the community and the support from the city, and now we're breaking ground on a fantastic project. So ACRE is a big part of making that happen in our community, not just for Kaba, but for many, many people. And I'm excited that we're going to have another class starting soon, and even more people, particularly women and people of color, coming into commercial real estate as a business. Innovative solutions like this and the combination of projects and investment that the city has made are a piece of the puzzle in addressing our housing crisis and making sure that everybody has choices in both the type of home that they want to live in, whether that's rental or ownership, whether that's a big building or a small building, but also the neighborhood that they want to live in. And it's important to me, and I think to our entire community, that we continue to create those housing choices all across Madison. And so again, I want to thank everybody who's a part of making that happen. And now it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium the Alder of this district, Alder Jael Curry.
Well, good almost afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Common Council, welcome to District 16. People often don't believe that this is Madison, but it is. So I'm going to keep my remarks brief because I probably did the least of all the effort to make today happen. But I'm happy and proud to be standing here because as I processed this morning and on my way driving here, about 4 years ago, I was making the choice to run for office. And those of you who know me know that my background is in homeless services and housing, and that was the impetus that made me decide to run because I was worried about the trajectory that our city and leadership at that time was going with housing. Almost 4 years later, I have so much profound thanks, and I will start with those thanks. I would like to first thank Mayor Satya Rose Conway for her executive leadership throughout that 4 years, nearly tripling the Affordable Housing Act or Fund, to the city staff in the Planning, Economic Development, DPECED, it's so long. Thank you so much for your unwavering support to projects like this and making home ownership a reality for many of us in our community. I'd also like to thank, again, my not vice president, she was my vice president, now president of the Common Council, Alder Yanet Figueroa Cole, for being here today, as well as my other 19 colleagues that I don't see anyone else here, but for their unwavering support and understanding and effort to get not just housing created, but what we're missing. And so again, this is a project that embodies the definition of missing middle housing. I'd also like to thank our partners in this, specifically Kaba Ba, Madison Area Land Trust, and Olivia Williams, who's with us today, who both have demonstrated projects, advocacy, and overall dedication to creating affordable housing in our region, but specifically in the city of Madison. And so I'm so happy that we were able to partner and make this a reality. And again, thank you all for being here. And I have the privilege, I believe, of turning it over to the developer, Kaba.
Hello, good afternoon. I think it's already afternoon. Well, first I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to be here. I'm really touched and I'm very happy to be here. Like the mayor said, the crowd is really exciting to see. Um, After that, I want to thank the city leadership and the work they've done to help make this possible. It would not have been possible to do this by myself. This takes more than one person to build a house that costs almost twice as much as what you sell it for. Um, the only way we could have made that possible was with help and support from so many people like you guys, so many people getting paid less than what they deserve, and coming together as a team. Next to that, I would like to thank the Land Trust. We partnered right away from the get-go. It's not been an easy ride. It's a difficult project, but we stood by it and we worked together, and we are very determined to get this to the finish line. And then I would like to thank my team. Um, Again, it takes a lot to get this done. I don't have all the expertise. I don't have all the answers, but I know that I have a lot of people who stood by me and who are always there to help me figure out how to get it done. A project like this really excites me. The reason is not for the money, but it's the impact that you make. Think about building a house and making it affordable for 100 years. Almost guaranteed all of us who are here today would probably be gone. But we can rest knowing that we've put effort into leaving something behind that's going to benefit somebody in the future. And that really excites me. So besides that, I don't have much to say. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you, and know that I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. A beautiful day. There's so much to be done. There's so much other things you could have been doing, and I couldn't be happier to be here. Next, I would introduce my partner, Olivia Williams.
Wow, what a crowd today. Thank you so much for being here. I second everything that the other speakers said, because this is just an amazing project that really has taken a lot of upfront work and partnership. And CABA has been doing the bulk of that, so thank you so much, CABA, again. And working with the city has been amazing, and they actually granted this piece of land to us, for $1. To make this project possible, along with the subsidy needed to make the homes affordable. The 4 community land trust homes that will be built here will stay affordable in perpetuity. The initial price of the homes is brought down by that affordability investment granted by the city, and the buyers of these homes will then agree to pay it forward to the next buyers when they're ready to sell, making sure the buyers have the same opportunity that they have. The homes will stay affordable with just a slow increase in their price over time, and MACLT will help bring in the next generation of owners to these homes when the first owners are ready to sell. Some homes in our program have been in the program a long time and have already served 3 or even 4 low-income homeowners due to the success of our model in preserving affordability. This is one reason we believe so strongly in what we do, is that we can multiply our impact and the impact of the city's investment too over generations. MACLT also remains a resource to our homeowners while they're in the home. Our staff organize educational events and provide one-on-one support to homeowners throughout their time in the home. That includes providing lists of contractors when maintenance is needed, providing maintenance funding support, which also has been granted through the City of Madison, and other services, connecting people with services that they need. And a lot of this work is also supported by the Oscar Rennebaum Foundation recently, so I want to thank them for their support as well. So the reason we do what we do isn't just to make homeownership achievable for people who otherwise couldn't find a home in Madison, but we work to slow down the business of real estate and to think of a home as a home first and an investment second. No one involved in MACLT or this development is really looking to maximize profit. We simply don't believe that real estate should benefit some individuals at the expense of everyone else. When a home's price goes up exponentially, as home prices have in Madison the last few years, it may benefit that lucky homeowner the one time when they sell the home, but then it makes that home in Madison unaffordable. It's now become difficult to buy a home in Madison even if you make the median income, and much less if you're below the median income. The homes that will be built here have already been sold to families making between 50% and 80% of the area median income, and they'll remain affordable to future buyers in that range too. We need more permanently affordable housing in Madison, and I'm so grateful to our mayor and the Community Development Division of Madison for recognizing and supporting programs that commit to permanent affordability. And thank you again for all being here today.
All right, now is the big moment. So we've got 5 shovels up here. We'll do the groundbreaking. We'll have Mayor come on up, Alder Curry.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
This neighborhood has been here a while. Why wasn't this lot done when the rest of it was?
So there's a number of lots here in the Owl Creek neighborhood that were not built out by the original developer. And when it became clear that they were not going to get built out, the city acquired them. And we have been using them to create missing middle housing and affordable homeownership opportunities since that time. And as I referenced in my remarks, there's a couple of lots that we have granted to Habitat for Humanity. And there's also a couple of lots like this one that we've granted to developers, to the Land Trust, to complete the build out. We also used a couple of lots to create a park. So when the initial developer was not able to finish what they had planned, the city stepped in to make sure that the land would be used productively and to the benefit of both the neighborhood and the city. All right, let's move some dirt.